Top 10 Dragon Ball Super Moments go too far. Some moments in Dragon Ball have pushed the boundaries of taste and decency. In this list, we will explore some controversial moments in the series that left many people astounded. In this compilation, we'll delve into moments where Dragon Ball dared to be a little naughty. Let's get started. Number 1. Spopovich versus Videl. Videl, despite her lineage as Mr. Satan's daughter, couldn't replicate her father's success at the World Tournament. Given her opponent, she should be thankful she walked away with her life. While Dragon Ball has seen brutal fights before, there's a stark difference between battles involving Super Saiyans and a match that puts a teenage girl in the ring. Each blow Videl endured felt even more painful, because she stubbornly refused to give up. Instead, she held her ground in the ring until Spopovich knocked her out cold. It earned her a sense of pride, but it came at the cost of enduring one of the most spine-chilling beatdowns in the series. Number 2. Yamcha the Peeper. Dragon Ball quests tend to bring out the worst in some characters. However, in Yamcha's defense, he didn't actually mean to spy on Bulma. His attempt to stealthily rob them only coincidentally led him to their bathroom, where Bulma was taking a shower. Luckily, it's an embarrassing moment, regardless of how you look at it. Especially considering that, at this point in the series, Bulma is only 16 years old. Although, considering that Yamcha mistook some of his body parts for Dragon Balls that very night, accidentally peeping was the least of his crimes. Number 3. Ranfan Striptease Show. Dragon Ball is renowned for its creative martial arts choreography, but in some battles, it occasionally delves into rather risky territory. This is evident in the case of Ranfan. Her name is a Japanese pun for lingerie, so it's no surprise that she flaunts her charms in the 21st World Martial Arts Tournament. However, her provocative behavior doesn't stop there. Once Ranfan realizes that she's outmatched by Nam, she preys on his masculine desires by stripping in the middle of their match. It completely transforms her character from a thrifty martial artist into a living, breathing sex symbol, for better or for worse. Number 4. Cell's disturbing regurgitation. Even children understand the basic concept. What goes in must come out. However, no one expected this rule to apply to androids. In his relentless pursuit of perfection, Cell resorted to a disturbing act by swallowing androids 17 and 18 through his tail. But when Gohan delivered a powerful gut punch, the cybernetic villain was forced to regurgitate his unwilling captives. The mere sight of Cell digesting android 18 for the first time was unsettling, but witnessing him spit her out was somehow even more repulsive. To be fair, Cell's comeuppance was long overdue. Still, even the hardiest of fans might have found this scene a bit hard to stomach. It's a moment that pushed the boundaries of the series, leaving an indelible mark on those who witnessed it. The lesson here, even in the world of Dragon Ball, is that actions have consequences, and sometimes those consequences are enough to turn your stomach. Number 5. Goku's painful low blow. After years of energy beam clashes, intense martial arts exchanges, and supercharged transformations, Android 13 dared to strike Goku in a place he had never been hurt before. His most private area. The blow to his nether regions was swift, leaving a significant impact. What makes it even more jarring is that it was no accident. Android 13 intentionally grabbed Goku's leg, showing that he had no qualms about delivering that punch. Considering this is a robot capable of demolishing buildings with ease, it's safe to say that this blow was excruciating. While Goku has faced numerous challenges and adversaries, this moment might be one of the most haunting for him. In a series filled with intense battles and extraordinary powers, this low blow served as a stark reminder that even the mightiest warriors have vulnerabilities. And in this case, the vulnerability was exploited in a way that struck a nerve with fans and Goku alike. Number 6. Caway's seductive tactics. With the fate of the universe hanging in the balance, the well-endowed Caway tried every trick in the book, including seduction, to secure victory. Unfortunately for her, she didn't anticipate just how well her strategy would work on Master Roshi. The turtle hermit was so adept at suppressing his carnal desires that he immediately broke free from her alluring spell. In the end, it wasn't because Roshi defeated her in combat, but rather because she was afraid of Roshi's potentially inappropriate advances. It's a testament to the eccentric and sometimes inappropriate nature of Dragon Ball's characters. And this moment highlights the comical yet awkward interactions that can occur with a series. Caway's desperate attempt to win the tournament by any means necessary, even resorting to seduction, showcases the length some characters are willing to go in the high-stakes world of Dragon Ball. While it added a humorous element to the series, it also raised questions about the character's moral boundaries in the face of impending doom. Number 7. The tragic fate of Chi, Chi, and Goten. Zamasu's zero mortal plan showed no mercy, sparing no one, including women and children. After the fallen Kai stole Goku's body, his first order of business was a merciless and brutal slaughter of Goku's family. In the end, all Chi could do was grab their son and try to flee. Unfortunately, they didn't get very far before they met a tragic end. This moment is undoubtedly one of the most heart-wrenching in Dragon Ball Super, if not the entire Dragon Ball series. What makes it even more gut-wrenching is that Chi, and Goten were killed by someone who looked exactly like Goku. This, without a doubt, justifies the Saiyan's rage. It's a poignant reminder of the darker and more emotional themes that can be explored in a series known for its epic battles and humor. This moment is etched in the hearts of Dragon Ball fans as a stark example of when the series went to some deeply emotional places. Number 8. General Blue's suspicious preferences. The Red Ribbon Forces have always been a colorful bunch, and General Blue takes the cake for being exceptionally peculiar. While chasing Goku after his car broke down, he still managed to find time to flirt with a young child who offered assistance. Blue even referred to the child as his type, and rather unsubtly attempted to ask them out, even for a villain as eccentric as General Blue. The implications in this scene are hard to ignore. It's probably for the best that this scene got censored. This moment stands out as an example of how Dragon Ball occasionally ventured into uncomfortable territory, reminding us that even in the world of anime, there are moments that can raise eyebrows and evoke unease. Number 9. Roshi's inappropriate training. Becoming a prized pupil of the Turtle Hermit apparently required not just natural talent and hard work, but also a beautiful young woman to offer up. Yes, instead of zeni, Roshi got paid in scantily clad ladies. Initially, Goku struggled to find the right funds to enroll in Roshi's training. The so-called jokes that followed might not sit well in today's context. Nevertheless, Goku and Krillin did learn a lot of great martial arts from Roshi, albeit at the cost of indulging the old geezer's inappropriate ways. But it's worth noting that Roshi eventually ended up with the temperamental launch as a roommate, which feels like karma served just right. Number 10. Checking the privates. As a child, Goku couldn't exactly be called socially aware, and this was evident in a few questionable habits. Most notably, he determined someone's gender by giving their private parts a quick pat-down. It started as an innocent, one-off gag. But this quirk soon escalated into something more, especially since Goku did it just about every single time he met someone new, even if they were elderly. The silver lining here is that since Goku was just a goofy kid at the time, there was no malicious intent behind his actions. Thankfully, he grew out of it before his privates. Checking habit went from charming to perverse. In the world of Dragon Ball, these moments took us on a roller coaster of emotions. From shocking encounters to unexpected laughs, our beloved characters have come a long way. It's a reminder that even in the craziest of adventures, there's room for growth and change. So if you enjoyed this journey through some of the series' quirkiest moments, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more Dragon Ball tales. Until next time, keep the Dragon Ball spirit alive.